I'm Melanie Stegman. I'm the owner of Molecular Jig Games. I make games about biochemistry. I'm a scientist. I'm trained as a biochemist, and I also trained for the past 10 years as a games researcher. I created a test of learning of molecular cell biology for 7th graders. I tested kids from 6th grade to 12th grade. So what I bring to any table is experimental design and logic. I question everybody's logic. I ask them, what are you trying to prove? Do you think that experiment is going to prove that? Let's sketch up the data. And in our little data sketch, do we think this data would convince us? And maybe now, instead of that data, we want to collect different data in order to convince ourselves that our hypothesis is correct. Anyway, I'm a scientist. What I bring is science. I care about molecular cell biology because people in the world do not understand it. Americans don't understand it. And we need to make decisions about things like genetically modified organisms. If we can't feed the world, people are going to die. If we can't vaccinate our own children, other people are going to die. If we want to have a huge effect on the good of mankind, we're going to need to teach the average person what molecules are. And I've done it in a video game. I've proven it with my analysis. I've got a development strategy that brings scientists and teachers into the process. And if people understand proteins, they can understand actually what's going on. Instead of showing people simplified images, we can show them true proteins. And if this kind of image is what people had when they think about cells and thought about the difference between themselves and bacteria, then things like evolution won't be so hard to understand. What I wanted to show you real quick, you can get these slides in the files I submitted and check them out for yourself. But what I wanted to show you is research I did with Immune Attack. It's a game that my company owns. And I did a test of learning. And you see at the black line are Immune Attack players. The gray line are their classmates that did not play. So our students learn a lot, but the really important thing is that they gained confidence. I wanted just to show you real quick the confidence figure. So I showed people, our 6th graders through 12th graders, I showed them this image, and it's really complicated. But if they had played the game, they were more likely to agree that they could understand it. And here's the data. The gray line again are the control students, and the black line are the Immune Attack players. And you can see 30% almost of the control players said, no, I couldn't understand this, whereas Immune Attack players are much less likely to say, I cannot understand this figure.